With every adventure, a real story is told. From the middle of Lake Superior to inland waters and beyond. Join us as we capture imagery through a different lens. The story isn't about us. We're simply the ones who get to tell it. On the ice or on the open water, each trip is a journey worth sharing as we strive to highlight our resources, but also respect them. From pike to panfish, trout, walleyes, and more. We traveled the region to bring you new content, real experiences, and hopefully a desire to venture off the ordinary path. Season 2 of Superior Angling starts now.
Good morning from Mille Lake. We're here with Mike, fishing some shallow shoreline breaks right away this morning. What do you think, buddy?
Nothing like being out first thing in the morning.
It's nice to get out here nice and early. It's cold, but we have no wind. We're kind of lucky today. I'll take cold temps and no wind any day.
All day.
Yeah, hopefully these fish should be active. And what are we in right now? We're in 16 feet?
About 16.
Okay.
Up on some big rocks here. You can see how hard the bottom is.
Yep.
Real good return on the signal.
Good return on the Markham, yeah.
Hoping we get some, maybe a big girl or two to run up shallow. Chasing some minnows here first light.
Uh-huh. And we're jigging big aggressive bait, so what do you have on right now?
Yeah, it's a big rip and wrap type bait by Northland.
Yep.
It's a UV, it glows.
Yep.
And so glow it up a little. Usually lasts about 20 minutes. And
yeah.
see if we can get any lookers here to hit here or even walk over to the dead line.
It's a good bait to use in this clear water, you know, in Mille Lake, we have really clear water, so these fish can see a long ways and they can hear a long ways as well. So try to draw them in and hopefully we can have some luck right away this morning. But kind of the plan today is to fish a shoreline break right away and then move out to the middle more as the day progresses. So
yeah, typically Mille Lake, that's kind of a general progression of the bait, and obviously the fish kind of follow. Ideally they're up shallow and just kind of work out and then back in the evening.
Yep. Yeah, should be a fun one. Hopefully we can stick a few big fish and have a fun day.
Can't wait.
Well, bud, not much happening here.
Pretty quiet.
So what's the plan? So right here we're in shallower water, bigger boulders.
Yep.
No fish. So we graphed maybe one. So now we're gonna move out and try some smaller gravel. In deeper water, maybe what, 20, 25 feet?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
We'll kind of work a line all the way from maybe 30 up to 20.
Yep.
Just slide out and see if that's where they wanted to get started eating today.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. So it's just that first fish of the day is always the hardest one to get. You don't know where they're going to be. You don't know what they want to eat. I mean, it's the same whether you're walleye fishing or trout fishing, whatever. So got to keep trying new things, and kind of pays off not to have patience. You know, on days like this, you just got to keep trying new things and keep moving, and sooner or later you'll figure something out. So let's go.
Give it a go.
You have 33 years of memories in this house. The most valuable things you will ever own. And that is why we exist. Holden Insurance, an official supplier of the Silver Lining. Offices in Duluth, Superior, Ashland, Spooner, and Hayward.
Hey everybody, it's time to go ice fishing, and no place better to shop than Marine General. Ice tents, augers, fish finders and underwater cameras, rods and combos, boots, gloves, jackets and bibs. And the best prices anywhere. Marine General, London Road in Duluth.
Come on into Marine General and get outdoors with us.
When the temperatures drop, the deals rise at RJ Sport and Cycle. Shop our great selection of Arctic Cat snowmobiles and take advantage of 0% financing for 60 months and rebates up to $2,500 on 2017 and previous models. Purchase any Yamaha snowmobile and get rebates up to $2,000 on 2017 and prior models. We sell trail riding sleds, ice fishing machines, mountain sleds, crossovers, youth models, and much more.
right, so
What
we
do
got a couple successive gravel humps here.
Okay.
First one tops out around 25.
Okay.
Second one tops out at about 22.
Yep.
So I think what we'll do is we'll kind of pop some holes in the transition.
You know, it's surrounded by 30 feet of water, so it
Yeah.
might be a good, you know, we're kind of getting into, what time is it now, 8:30, so kind of getting a little bit later in the day now, so it's getting more light. Those fish have the ability to, you know, they can slide off into the deeper water and they can move up one of these rock points to feed. So.
Right. And
Yeah.
ideally the active ones are going to be coming up.
Yep.
Maybe get them coming back and forth.
Yeah, so we're almost there. We got a little bit ahead here yet.
Just, yeah,
Okay.
20 yards.
Alrighty, perfect. Yeah, I can just pop a bunch of holes and fish it for 20 minutes and see what happens. So
Great.
alrighty. And to make a long story short, we went through the whole day with very few fish. I mean, it was tough to say the least, but you know, that's what happens when you go to a location with no information. You're there for the first time for the year. You don't know what to expect. You're not in your groove yet. And that's exactly what we went through. So we tried shallow, we tried deep, we tried a bunch of different reefs, main leg reefs, you know, closer to the shore, and we just couldn't get anything going. I mean, part of it was the weather, part of it was, you know, we lost a couple fish, but these fish just were not going, and we did not find that right area. So later that day, we went back, we kind of regrouped, we made a new game plan to fish a totally different area of the lake, more north and more centralized, and we found a couple reefs out there that we wanted to target. So next morning we woke up, we hopped on our snowmobiles, and we were out there at daybreak. It's cold, it's windy, we have 8 hours of daylight. We're gonna make something happen here. We're out here on a kind of a gravel hump in the middle of the lake. Already had one fish, letting the tip up down, it came up and cracked it. Missed it though, but that's a good sign to start the day. Hopefully these fish are gonna be aggressive and active, and we can pluck a few off. Mark, oh, fish.
Woo! Nice morning eye. Key in these low light hours, I've found anyways, is sound helps a lot. Sound and size. So when we're starting out low light or finishing the day, I like to fish a big bait, makes a lot of noise, hits their lateral lines, and obviously helps them see it. And tip that with a little bait, a couple feet off the bottom. Do that. There you go, girl.
Good job,
Holy
man.
cow, did she hit like a ton of bricks.
And I think we made the right decision by going to this particular location because there were fish there and they were hungry. They were extremely aggressive. As you guys saw, I was letting down a tip up and I watched one on the markham come up and eat it, which was really cool to see. Bummer we missed it, but that's how it goes sometimes. But, you know, 20 minutes after that, Mike had a fish on the ice. Another 10 minutes goes by, he has another one on the ice. So you could tell compared to the previous day, we were in a lot better location with a lot more active and aggressive fish that were willing to bite. The day before, we had a couple that would come in and they'd hit us, but, you know, they'd get off halfway up. And yes, one or two of those is probably, you know, probably should have waited another minute to set the hook, but a lot of it is they just weren't inhaling their baits like they were this day. I worked this fish for so long. Incredible. There's my leader. Oh, there's a nice Mille Lake walleye. Holy cow. That fish was stubborn. I worked him for probably 4 or 5 minutes. And he finally bit. It's cold. It's freezing out here. We're gonna get this fish back in the water real quick before its fins freeze. And here's what we're doing. We're in 23 feet of water out here on this gravel, kind of a gravel hump, and we're jigging big baits. I mean, this bait is huge. I mean, look at that. And a big shiner head on there. It's really loud. I gotta dry off my hands. It is so cold today. It's just freezing. I mean, it's probably 0 degrees and we have kind of a 15-mile-an-hour wind. which makes it really tough fishing outside, but it's what you have to do. You just got to keep bouncing around, and yes, you could sit in the house and be comfy, but you're gonna have a lot more success sticking it out in the cold. So that's what we're doing. We drilled a bunch of holes on this gravel hump, and we're fishing outside. It's cold, it's nasty, but you're gonna have better success fishing outside. So it pays not even to set up your house or get the heater going, because it's too tempting to go sit inside when it's this cold out. But just drilling a bunch of holes, fishing a hole for 2-3 minutes, and then moving on. So we've plucked off a couple. We're hoping for a few more, but big baits out here in the middle of Mille Lake. This is fun. What in the world? I have this fish up 5 feet right now.
Mark.
I got one too.
Okay. Oh!
I literally, I don't even know
I
if
just
this
missed
is a
one.
walleye. I have them up so high.
Oh, fish on! Fish on! Ooh, nice fish. Yeah, he came up off the bottom. It just devoured it. Oh boy, she doesn't.
What do you got, buddy?
Oh no! No! That was a monster. Oh, get back in there, let's get one.
I don't know how he came unbuttoned.
Huh? You know what, I mean, maybe
I know, man.
that was a big, man, that was big.
The water was bouncing in your hole.
Mark, coming up. Fish on. Smaller. I mean, it's a good fish, but there you go.
A lot smaller.
There we go.
A lot smaller than your last one.
Yeah.
It's not a bad fish. Here you go.
Not a bad Mille walleye.
Once you get your hands cold, it's freezing out here.
It is.
But we're drilling holes, we're fishing outside and moving around, and it's paying off. And you just switched to that tingler spoon.
I just switched to that chartreuse tingler. Sun's getting a little higher, a little brighter.
Maybe these fish are going to be a little less aggressive as right at sunrise, so maybe downsize baits a little bit. That's kind of what we're thinking here, but let's get that girl back in the water before she freezes. But that's 2 fish for you in about,
2
minutes.
minutes.
And I have a couple lookers over by me, but they're just not going. And I have that big bait on, so maybe I need to downsize to a spoon. I'll give that a try, but yeah, that's cool. That's a good fish.
Yeah, on the transition. So
yeah,
we'll get back down there, see if we can do it again.
Yeah, sounds good.
It's cold outside. Thick gloves kind of weather. But your house is nice and cozy because we're still out there. Anytime, any temp. Superior Fuel Company. Local, safe, honest. We offer price protection plans that put you first. For the right way to buy propane, call us and find out. Superior Fuel Company. You have our name on it.
Everything you care about is in this house. Things you just can't afford to lose. And that is why we exist. Holden Insurance, an official supplier of the Silver Lining. Offices in Duluth, Superior, Ashland, Spooner, and Hayward.
At Walleyes Trailer Sales, it's our mission to offer you the best inventory at the lowest prices possible. Conveniently located in Esco, Minnesota, we sell all your hauling needs from tractor trailers to enclosed trailers, snowmobile trailers, and much more. Shop the largest selection of Mahindra tractors and side-by-sides in the area. Did we mention we also sell Argo ATVs? Our dedicated service team is here to take care of all your repair needs. Stop by and enjoy friendly service and sales for all your parts, accessory, and trailer needs today.
When the temperatures drop, the deals rise at RJ Sport and Cycle. Shop our great selection of Arctic Cat snowmobiles and take advantage of 0% financing for 60 months and rebates up to $2,500 on 2017 and previous models. Purchase any Yamaha snowmobile and get rebates up to $2,000 on 2017 and prior models. We sell trail riding sleds, ice fishing machines, mountain sleds, crossovers, youth models, and much more.
He wanted nothing to do with us. Maybe it's coming back. Here we go. There it is. That's a good fish. It absolutely blows my mind how you can set the hook on a fish, have your rod doubled over, have them on for 3 seconds, and they pop off. I mean, sometimes you just get in this rut where it just continues to happen. I mean, the day before it happened to me probably 4 or 5 times. I mean, it's just super, super frustrating, especially when you're getting a limited number of bites per day. But the only thing you can do is rebait and get back down there. Were yours hitting you within a couple feet of bottom?
Yeah, yeah.
I got one like 6 feet off.
That's toolby.
Yeah, I don't think it's a walleye.
If you watch, like lift it up 4 feet and it'll zoom after you.
Oh,
like
they chase it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's toolby. I had a couple of them in my. When they come around in between the walleyes, so see now they're gone off my screen. Oop. That might be somebody on the bottom.
You got a mark?
Yep. On the bottom. When it's been walleyes though, they've come right up.
There we go. There it is. That did not take long at all. Can I grab my unit, buddy?
Everyone?
Wait, what? I just came to this hole too, and I just put it down there, and he came right off bottom and ate. Here's my leader. There it is. Oh, that's a good Mille walleye.
Nice job.
That fish didn't hesitate at all. We're just gonna show you here quick. It's really cold out. This fish is going back in right now. There it is. Downsized. I mean, right now, once you get past 10 a.m., it's all about downsizing. I mean, it's a little rattle bait like that, chartreuse. That fish, I mean, that was quick. Yeah. I mean, it's cold out here. It sucks fishing outside. I mean, you lose a lot of fish. You know, Mike lost a big one. I lost a couple big ones. I mean, it happens, but just because your line's frozen, your reel's frozen, it's just, things go wrong. But by drilling a bunch of holes, you get your baits over different pods of fish. And if I didn't, you know, if I'm not hole hopping, I wouldn't have caught that fish, because as soon as he saw it, he came off bottom and pounded it. So, I mean, that's all it takes, is just drilling a bunch of holes and keep bouncing around. I mean, it's
get the exercise in.
Yeah, I know, get the exercise. And I mean, this weather, it's tough to deal with, but you're gonna have a lot more success by fishing outside and just bouncing around. So that was a good one. We're gonna rebait here and get back down there and probably move to a different hole and fish that for 2 minutes and then just keep moving. So
let's do it.
That midday bite for us was relatively tough. We bounced around to a few different locations, drilled a bunch of holes, but really had nothing to show for it. And that's probably from that noon to 2 o'clock hour. So the sun was high, it was bright, and I mean, you could see really good down there. We stuck the Markham underwater cameras down and had fun watching a bunch of whitefish swim around and got a glimpse of a few walleyes, but the walleyes were not interested whatsoever. So what we did is we took out our maps, we looked and found a spot that was similar to where we were catching them before, but in a new location. So we got there around 2 o'clock, got some tip-ups set up, got all ready for the evening bite, and fingers were crossed that we were going to have a good evening. Well, buddy, I hope we can get some this evening. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, we're going to give it a shot. I like our chances.
We've kind of tried everything, just trying different pieces of structure. You know, we had the shoreline breaks, that didn't really pan out for us. We tried some gravel, we plucked 1 or 2 off there, but now we're kind of on a mud flat, right?
Yeah, we're kind of up on a mud hump here. We got a transition to the kind of lake basin.
Yeah.
Topping out behind us around 26, 25.
Yeah.
And typically what you see with the, Mille Lacs is the walleyes kind of scatter during the day, but in the morning and evening, they're gonna come up and get active and start feeding up here.
Yeah, so we got some tip ups set up kind of in a little bit shallower. We're gonna be jigging and maybe, I don't know, start out in 34, 33 feet of water, and then as the sun gets lower, maybe slide up a little bit. But I mean, it's kind of funny out here. Sometimes the fish bite on gravel, sometimes they bite on mud. You just never really know. So we're just jumping around, trying a bunch of different things today and trying to get them dialed in. But hopefully we should intersect a couple here and put some on the ice.
It's kind of the great thing about Mille Lacs really is you've got 4 completely different fisheries in one, and it's I think what makes it such a productive walleye factory, but also what makes it so challenging to fish. You got sand, you've got gravel, you've got rock, and then you've got mud.
Yep.
And all of them support different species that all the fish forage on, of
yeah,
course.
Different bait fish, yep.
But you just never know where they are.
Yeah, I know. We were kind of hoping for a really shallow boulder walleye bite. I know you got a couple like that last year, and that didn't really pan out, but we have different options. We just keep trying new things, and I think we might have a decent spot here, and hopefully we'll pluck a couple off.
Looking forward to it.
Beautiful.
Be fun.
Since we want to take advantage of the two lines per person rule, we're fishing outside, so using a bobber isn't really a feasible option just because it'll freeze up. The holes freeze too fast, and it's just too difficult to work with. So we're using tip ups. We're using a big shiner minnow with the split shot maybe a foot above, and we're putting this down about 2 feet off bottom. You want to be a little bit higher off bottom just because on Mille Lacs Lake here we have really good visibility, and these fish aren't afraid to rise up and hit a bait. So what we like to do is set these up kind of in the same area that we're jigging, because a lot of times when we're jigging, we're going to attract fish in. And then these fish, if they don't want to hit our jigging rods, they can turn and hit our tip up. So kind of a somewhat lazy way of fishing, but a lot of times it pays off. It's just kind of, it's always there. You can, have that anticipation of looking around and seeing if your tip up's going to get hit. Kind of a fun way to do it. So big shiner minnows always helps. We have sucker minnows as well, so we might put one on each and just see what fires off first. But hopefully these shiners are going to get going. And we're kind of situated over some really interesting structure right here. We stuck the underwater camera down there, and it's kind of like a fault line. It's kind of weird. It comes off, and then there's a big, maybe like a 3-foot kind of crevice in the bottom of the lake, and then it comes back up. So we're kind of situated right over that right now. And pretty soon these walleyes are going to be cruising through as the sun gets lower in the sky here. We're about 2 o'clock right now, so about 3:30 we anticipate some fish to be coming through. So we're going to get these tip ups set. We're going to start jigging and hopefully ice some fish.
At Walleyes Trailer Sales, it's our mission to offer you the best inventory at the lowest prices possible. Conveniently located in Esco, Minnesota, we sell all your hauling needs from tractor trailers to enclosed trailers, snowmobile trailers, and much more. Shop the largest selection of Mahindra tractors and side-by-sides in the area. Did we mention we also sell Argo ATVs? Our dedicated service team is here to take care of all your repair needs. Stop by and enjoy friendly service and sales for all your parts, accessory, and trailer needs today.
When the temperatures drop, the deals rise at RJ Sport and Cycle. Shop our great selection of Arctic Cat snowmobiles and take advantage of 0% financing for 60 months and rebates up to $2,500 on 2017 and previous models. Purchase any Yamaha snowmobile and get rebates up to $2,000 on 2017 and prior models. We sell trail riding sleds, ice fishing machines, mountain sleds, crossovers, youth models, and much more.
Fish on.
There you go, buddy. Look at that.
Feels pretty good.
And this is that magic hour. First fish of the evening.
You want to get them? Yeah, thanks.
First fish of the evening. He coming fast.
It's kind of a decent rate.
He ate it good, I saw you.
Oh, he slammed it.
Look at that.
There we
go. That's a nice walleye. Look at that. First good fish of the evening. Right in the tip of the snout. that's a good fish. Yeah, first one of the evening. I mean, what's it, maybe 4:15, and these fish are just starting to push up into the shallows here.
Thanks
That's
for
a
the
good
hand.
one. Of course, I'll get my hands cold.
Mine are nice and warm.
Go on, girl. There we go.
Yeah.
Get her back. My hands are freezing, but I mean, that's what we needed. That's a good sign. These fish are, you know, during the middle of the day, during bright sunny conditions, they just slide off in between these flats. In low light periods, they come up here. You know, they move into the shallows in low light because they can see better than the bait fish can. So their chances of eating are that much better. So, I mean, hopefully that's just the start of a couple more fish to come.
We've been marking tulipy, you know,
I know,
throughout the day.
I know, right?
That's what they're coming in to eat,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, tons of tulipies on the underwater cameras. Tulipies are all over our graph. They're everywhere, but that's what these walleyes come in here to eat. And Mike gets that fish down the hole. He rebaits, gets back down there. Not 2 minutes later, I turn my head around and see the tip-up flag waving. Mike runs over there, and it's fish on.
Yeah, fish on. Yep, big fish. Or, well, it's coming up now. Oh, he had it down a ways. It's a nice fish. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that's what we do. That's what we're up here for. Whew. Nice fish. Man. All right, took the shiner. Okay, come on, Mark.
Hey, there it is.
Came up and just hammered it off
You're
the bottom.
on fire today, bud.
There we go.
Another good
Nice.
walleye. The same caliber of fish.
I didn't even get your hands cold.
Yes, all right. My hands have been cold a lot because of you today.
Just doing my part.
Yeah, that's a nice, healthy walleye. If we're cold out, we're gonna get this fish right back in the water before the fins freeze.
Nice.
And now we can do our talking. That fish came in quick and hit you.
Just out of nowhere.
You said Mark, and by the time you got the letter K out of your mouth, that fish hit you. That was quick.
He wasn't wasting any time.
No, he wasn't.
It was dinner.
Right, yes, I know. Yeah, fun. Well, I'm marking a couple over there, but I don't think I've seen a walleye yet. I don't know. I've seen a couple that come up slow and others that are tulipies, but
yeah.
That one come right off bottom?
Right off the bottom. It just ran right up. I mean, it was just there.
Yeah, good deal. That's what we want. All in all, what a fun 2 days we had on Mille Lake. It took us a day to kind of get dialed in, try to weed out a bunch of areas that weren't holding fish. In day 2, we got out there and capitalized and had a really fun day on this healthy fishery. A lot of walleyes in the lake to be caught, and we will definitely be back in the future. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next Sunday, 5:30 p.m. on WDIO.